The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. Brought to you by Nadex. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Right now, we have the Dow Industrials up 100. You get the Nasdaq up 23. S&P's up 10. Gold contract down $10.90, trading at $12.45. You have the silver market down 8 cents, $16.56. Platinum's off $12 at $9.18. We have light sweet crude up 16 cents, $43.16 a barrel. Notes, 10-year note up 3 ticks, 126.26. 30-year bond up 17 ticks, 157.05. And good old King Dollar just still can't handle it. Pretty amazing. Down 37 ticks, $96.99.05. The euro's at 110 to the U.S. dollar. Yen is trading at 111.53 to the U.S. dollar. Tommy O'Brien, what's going on?
Good Monday morning from a dual remote broadcast program.
Yeah, no doubt, man. You got to love it, man. There's no doubt.
Things are busy, man. You're writing the gold report. I'm sending out the gold report. I'm sending out Larry's Fibonacci 24/7, right? We got the market insights. Monday's a busy day in the markets. Right. No, so it works out.
We'll get the sound better, folks. Bottom line. So first, we got to go into the gold. Well, first off, folks, if you haven't test drove the Nadex platform, great time to do it. Come over to our website at TFNN.com. You're going to see the banner on the top of the side. Hit the banner. Bring up the platform. They'll put $25,000 of paper money into your account, and you can walk along with us as you see how these defined option contracts trade. Now, this morning inside the gold market, this was like something else, Tom and folks. Okay, so
yeah, quite a move. Go ahead.
It was amazing. So I wasn't up at 4 o'clock in the morning, but when I did get up, yeah, the bottom line is that we got down to 1 second. Just happened here. We got down to a price point of $1236.50. The suspicion is that it's either a fat finger trade, bottom line, or an erroneous trade. But guess what? You had the volume, blew everything apart down the bottom at 8 o'clock, 8:20 this morning, when our pit opened. It retested that area. Now, if we come over to the Nadex platform, what you're going to see here is that right on that retest, and this is where, folks, that Tommy and I always want you to test drive this platform first so you can see what's going on. Because, Tom, this morning, well, you never know whether they're going to go your way or not. But the bottom line is that on that retest, right?
Sure.
I ended up coming in the marketplace. I bought the retest at $1241.58, and what you had there, folks, is this: is that when the daily didn't have a 1240 at the lower end of the range. At 8 o'clock, they put up new contracts. Bottom line is that's when they had a contract going from 1240 to 1280. So looking at that, I says, okay, this is pretty cool because per contract, let me just see what I was risking. It was small money, so I got 1240, $1.58, right? That's what I was risking.
I can't see, where did you get in?
1241.50.
So that'd be $15, right?
$15.
$1.50 is 15 ticks. So $15 per contract. You're dealing with $400 total for the $40 moving gold from 1240 to 12. You're getting in at 1241.50, $15. Now, where was gold at that point? Under 1240, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was way under. Here, I'll show you. I bought the retest, so
right.
Then,
No, that's. I mean, it would just.
Yeah, it was 1237. 1237.
Perfect. That makes sense. Yes.
Yep. Yeah. And so we'll see where the rest of this shakes out. What was intriguing.
And what's gold at right now?
1245.90. Yeah, it's beautiful right now. I mean, I could.
And so what's that? I'm jumping in here as well. And so what's back at if gold's at, is it trading pretty much at par at this point? 1245.
Yes, so right now, that contract. Well, I have 10 contracts, so it's pretty sweet. And I'll figure out because I only risk $150, and right now I'm up 440. So it's like, okay,
So I just pulled it up. So the August contract is at 1245.90,
yes.
And the bid and the offer on that 1240 to 12 spread is 1245.90 to like 1245.60. So you're looking at barely, call it like 20 cents of premium. Right. That bid offer is straddling around. So pretty much at market. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
So,
you got till 130. Yeah.
Yeah. And what you had here, folks, if you're in that metals market, what you want to do immediately is go over to the dollar. And that's even when I did it, I says, before I pulled up, the news, and I says, okay, because no one really actually knows what happened there, folks. Everyone's speculating. It's like, okay, that was the London Open. They did the contracts. The bottom line is that if it was real or not real, it didn't matter. It ended up being real because you had 18,140 contracts downtown. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow right now is up 95. Nasdaq's up 17. S&Ps are up 10. We're right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. We take your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Let's go over and we'll first get inside the Dow Industrials, Tom. So Dow Industrials out here, you were up 100. Right now, we're up 88. If we take a look at the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow this morning, Goldman's putting 17 positive points, Boeing's putting 13, IBM 10, American Express 6. Taken away from it, you get only 4 stocks that are in the negative. United Health's putting 3 negative, Chevron's putting 3, Exxon's 2, and the other 2 they're fractionally down. We take a look at the NDX 100, what you're looking at out here. So inside the NDX, you have Micron Tech up 2.7%, Liberty Financial's up 2.6, Viacom's 2.5. Taken away from it, NetEase down 2.9, INCY 1.9. JD.com 1.6. We go to Amazon and we take a look at Amazon out here, some of the big dogs. Amazon right now is down $2, no big deal. Google is down $2. Facebook is actually it will be intriguing out here today. Is Facebook just reached a new high, folks? 156.50. Now, if you close under 155.59, that was the high, and that's where 2 weeks ago Friday, that's where the whole NDX 100 and the Nasdaq basically came down fast and furious.
It's interesting. All kind of climbed back slowly and steadily to the top of that range, right?
Isn't it amazing, man? I mean, it really
is, yeah.
And what you had there, folks, is that you could see that Facebook wanted higher price on Friday. Now, this is going to be a big day because the bottom line is that that's the test. And, Facebook is not going to do, well, we'll see. We'll see whether Facebook does 35 million shares. It would need 35.
And it's amazing. I was just going to say, it's amazing going back to the left of that chart, January here down at 115, and we're talking about we're at 155 in Facebook right now. Pretty amazing.
Isn't it crazy? I know.
Yeah, just so, the point being, as in if we pull back, we were at 115 6 months ago. So 145 is not the end of the world, which is the lower end of this 10-point range since when? Like April, middle of April, late April, right?
Yeah, and that point there, folks, okay, is crucial to wrap your head around because that would be a normal retracement. But because it's gone up so dramatically, it's like, oh my God, that's a huge amount of bread. If in fact it does that, you know what I'm saying? It's like because when you bring this back further, it's like, hey, it's just there hasn't been a retracement. I just put this back to 2012. So 2012, it was at $22, and it really hasn't had a retracement. So it's like, okay, you're gonna do a retracement.
The online world is only going straight up. I just Facebook, they're in a good spot, and when you think about the fact they own Instagram as well. Everyone's like, oh, Facebook could be having some problems, right, with social interactions of just the user enjoyment of the platform. But other things going on. They have Oculus Rift with the just technology-wise, and then they have Instagram, which is taking off almost hugely, is because people appreciate good pictures without having to deal with everything else that comes with Facebook these days. So they have a lot going for them for sure.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And so let's go over, what's going to get intriguing here, folks, is that if we go over to the GDX, we'll go with the metals market for a second here. We were talking about the aspect of the lower price today in physical gold. Bottom line is that the GDX is pulling back with dramatically lighter volume. So we're pulling back into a 47 million day. You're only down 21 cents. You're at $22.53. We go into the XAU, the HUI. What you're also going to see out there is that
it's going to be interesting with. I was just going to say the July 4th coming up too, as we trail into this weekend. If we don't get any type of real volume in this week. It's going to be tough towards the end of this week with, the 4th falling on Tuesday and the markets only being open for half a day a week from today, the coming Monday.
Yeah, there's no doubt. We have, picture, in the summer, Monday and Friday is slow anyway. This Friday would be particularly slow because what you're going to have is going to be plenty of folks that are going to say, okay, July 4th has already started. No doubt about that.
Yeah.
And what does happen there, so we stay with the broad market, go back to the broad market for a second. The broad market, folks, loves July 4th. Even if markets were going down, the bottom line is that they like to raise the flag up and say, hey, listen, we're doing pretty good. I expect this year is going to be no different.
It's a time to buy. Time to buy, not a time to sell on the 4th, right?
It's definitely not a time to sell. You'd be unpatriotic if you're going to sell on July 4th.
Exactly. Sure. It all matters. It's a real deal,
It does all matter. And, for you Tigers and Tigresses out there that like trading the J-Nug and the Nugget, I'm sure you got a big opportunity this morning because, Tommy, I was looking at these this morning. So picture, the Nugget right now is down $1.24, folks, okay? You could have bought this morning. It was down $3.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
anytime you get that type of huge, I was just when it gets compounded, right? When you deal with the doubles and the triples, that's, when you're talking about huge 10 and 12 moves, there's some substantial on those leveraged ETFs.
There is. And what had happened, folks, now you're not going to see that price at the 930 print. I was, the low for the 930 print is $31.96. This was trading down at like 30.30. The first I was on at like 6:30. So 6:30, 7 o'clock. That's where it was trading. It traded right up till the test at 8:20. So it traded there for quite a while.
Okay.
I kept looking. I was thinking of our Tigers and Tigresses up in New England area, Tom. Between Tom and Plymouth,
right?
I'm saying it's like, okay.
Yeah, believe me. Listen, the first thing when you said that, the Nugget was down there, we will get a call today.
Oh, there's no doubt, man. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. If we go over to the euro and take a look at the euro, and don't forget, folks, inside the Nadex platform, you can trade currencies, you can trade commodities, you can trade the indices. Now, this move, we're at 112 right now inside the euro. And, my take that the dollar can't catch a bid. It looks like this euro wants to run to 116. That's the top of its consolidation as the bottom of the consolidation inside the dollar index is 91. So, we get down to that 91, people are going to be like, okay, if it breaks, the key here, folks, is if it does break 91, which, we won't even have a good speculation until we see how it wants to run down to that area. But that would be pretty serious because there's not much under it, and it's like, okay, why is the euro so much stronger? Well, we'll find out because what is intriguing is that one of the hedge funds this morning, Tom, I think it's third point. I just public company Nestle SA basically have to sell some stuff. So it's like he's talking about how strong it actually is. You stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow is up 87. Nasdaq up 19. S&P's up 10. Right back.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you like it does me, visit everbank.com/TFNN to find out what they can do for you. Again, that's everbank.com/TFNN. Visit them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And if you haven't test drove that Nadex platform, folks, great time to do it. Just come over to our website at TFNN, hit the banner, bring up the exchange. You can put $25,000 of paper money into your account. And don't forget, you can do the weeklies on these. So one of the Tigers in the Den just put up something intriguing, Tom, is that July 1st, this is courtesy of Stock Traders Almanac. So July 1st has been the most bullish day of the year over the past 21 years. Isn't that wild?
Go America. There you go.
Yeah, totally. You know, and so, folks, if we go over to this gold contract for a second, because what I think I'm going to do here is this. So picture, when I bought the contract, I bought the contract on a retest. I actually got a few contracts. I got 10 contracts. So where my head's going here, Tom, is that I'm going to sell 5 of them.
Okay.
Because what you have here still is this. So picture, nice. The bottom of this range is 1240, folks, okay? So right now, when you take a look at this trade, you know, the trade's looking pretty good right now, but guess what?
Yeah, and what? You can take about...
This 1 second, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say, so drilling it back to per contract, so you got in at $1241.50, so you're paying about $15 per contract, and you can get out right now at $45, so you're getting $50 back per contract. You know, so if you sell 5 of them, you're getting $250 back. You put up about $150, so you're $100 profit with still, you know, $250 of value out there that you let ride until $130.
Exactly.
I like that. Yeah, for sure. You know.
So right now,
get it done. There you go.
Yeah, well, this is what you have. Let's see. So I'm going to. I didn't hit it yet because I'm looking. So the
market at the same time.
Sorry.
I have the market at the same time up. It's, you know, the bid's 1244.8 by 1210.
Right. So I'm going to actually put it on 1245.1, and I'm going to try to push out to the other side. Doesn't mean you're going to get it.
To you a little bit.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll let it come to me. Okay, so I'm selling 5 at 12.45. 1, hit the button.
Maybe it's close. There you go. You're already get in there. You get it?
Yeah, I did. Wow, that was quick.
Yeah, ticked up a few ticks. The market, the gold market just ticked up a few, and it just ticked up right at the right time. There you go. Perfect.
Okay, so now what you see is that you got a profit. Now I still have 5 more contracts.
If you can just refresh your den, if you can refresh, we can't see your screen when you refresh that. If you can refresh it at some point, but
do it right now. There we go.
There we go. Perfect.
So now, folks, what ends up happening is that I know I'm in a profit. Well, I already got the money, and then we'll see what happens going into 1 o'clock. So there's, I've been doing this long enough that, like last Thursday, they trashed me at 1 o'clock, 1:30.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know what I'm
locking
saying?
in a profit with it, definitely. And I'm sorry, but you got to refresh it one more time. You did something after you did it correctly. We're now small again. There we go. Perfect.
Okay, cool. The equities themselves are actually pretty good.
I was just going to say, you got 3 hours, man. That's a long time. So, when you're only $5 away from losing all that value from 12 to 12.40, that's where you want to be willing to take some money off the table. I think that's a good trade.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Yeah.
So as we come into the rest of the day out here, folks, it will get intriguing because if let's go over and take a look at the. Whoops! How did that happen? Okay. Sorry about that, folks. As we take a look at the Nasdaq, so let's look at the Nasdaq. So the Nasdaq has been the leader, and right now the Qs, they got to that higher price out here today. They got to 142.29, and in order to basically say that they're going to test the lower end, which I suspect only has like 2 or 3 days this week to do it, you'd need to close today underneath 140, 142. And where I'm going with that, folks, is the high. That's the high of Friday. So we'll see where that shakes out. I think what you're going to see, though, is if the market can hang up here today, it's going to be like, okay, as we go through the rest of the week, it's going to get slower, and slower. You know what I mean?
Sure. Definitely. I mean, who's going to be around Friday when legitimately around Monday? It's going to be a half day of the market right before the 4th. And so by that theory, why not? You take off Friday and you almost got yourself a 5-day weekend with, taking off one for the 4th in the summer practically.
Oh, big time. Let's go over and we take a look at the ExxonMobil, Chevron, because the oil market continues to have a hard time getting to higher price. Now, what Exxon is down 38 cents, but, it's going after this lower end of where it's been trading. It has a high volume low at $79 left over from June 2nd. And if that baby makes its way back down there again, which it looks like it at least wants to test, that's saying that, guess what, as we're coming into the summer here, we're going to continue to have a lot lower price, So this is going to be pretty wild. So unleaded gasoline right now is $1.40 wholesale. How's that?
Gotta love it.
That is... Folks, this is wild, man. So the low of last week was $1.30.
Money in everyone's pocket. Yeah,
it is money, and it's immediate, right?
Right. Every week, twice a week.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Depending, exactly.
Yeah. For me and you, twice a week. I know.
Both twice a week. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. The Dow. This will be interesting here. So the Dow started off up 100, folks. The last break, we're up 88. They just hit the Dow again. You're only up 67. So this could get kind of intriguing because what you should have is that this should have been able to hold price when you get a nice upswing like this. And if we get this Dow to close under 21,421, which would be down another $40, so it would still be up $20. That would be a big failure. It's
when was that? Was that Friday? Friday's high?
That's Friday's high.
Yeah,
that's what I'm doing.
I saw you looking at the chart. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because what you had here, folks, is that when we had all the Russell indices rebalanced last Friday. That brought huge volume into the marketplace. That huge volume, if we take a look at the composite, what you're seeing is that the composite is testing that because the composite was pushing highs with volume. So to me, that means that, okay, it's got to test the high. Well, guess what? That's what we're doing out here this morning. And if, in fact, let me just see. I think we got over it. Yeah, we did. So bottom line is that, you close under, one second.
Yeah, what are you looking at there?
I'm trying to pull up the Nasdaq composite.
I know, we're looking at some type of Mexican currency.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back. Up 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials up 62. Nasdaq is only up 2. S&P's up 6.5. We're going to
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's Nadex.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Tom O'Brien, we do appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. And Tom, you talk about some high volatility. Folks, we got it out here. The NASDAQ just came down since we've been on the air like 52 points. This is the NDX.
And I see the Dow just came down about 30 points since you were talking 5 minutes ago.
It did. Right now, folks, the Dow's only up 28. The Nasdaq actually just went in the negative. That's down 7. Even the S&Ps. If you take a look at the S&Ps now, what's going to be intriguing out here is that the S&Ps and the Nasdaq itself. I mean, the Dow has refused to back off these highs. We just came down 9 points in the S&P. We went from 2447. We're at 2438 right now. So, someone's selling this baby down. That's quite a fast move. Literally, the high was hit right at 10 o'clock, folks. Actually, 9:50. So as one of our targets was saying inside the den, what is unusual is that it was let me get this one up, get rid of this one. Sorry, folks. It was the Qs that just basically, sold this thing down. I mean, the NDX 100. We just went from the 58.52 to 57.99. And we were talking about those volatility trades last week, Tom. So there's one of those that particularly we're on a Monday, right? It's the beginning of the week. It's like, okay.
Definitely, right? That's some action. How about the VIX? Can you jump over to the VIX? Because that is just so low this year at 970, 960. It caught my eye, and I said, oh, man, that's always a good price. Maybe if you can get into the VIX at talking about 960, 970. Yeah, that's still at 9. We'll see if that gets some action if the market starts pulling back off of, this acceleration downward.
That is amazing. So picture this, folks. The VIX is at 9.81. There is zero fear, man. This is, yep. And that means that, as Tommy just said, that means that people are not taking out insurance right now. Bottom line is that you give it another hour and a half when our man, Mr. Basil Chapman's on, I expect they're going to be taking out some insurance because what you have out here, it looks like the Dow is just going to give up the whole, ghost. Not 100 points is no big deal percentage-wise, but psychologically, you have something going there.
And to give it up in a heartbeat. There we are. We're negative. There you go. Just that quick, man.
Oh, that was quick.
In the Dow.
When I say that was quick, folks, okay, it was still up $20 when I just said that. And literally a second later.
Right.
So what that means that someone just sold let me go look. That's going to be like selling a Goldman Sachs or something like this. You know what I'm saying? One of the larger.
I mean, it's a big move across the markets just now, for sure.
Is one of the targets will bring it up the aspect that you get a mini market crash. I don't expect something like that, but what does happen, folks, because of how that gold contract traded last night, you got to be prepared for anything. It's like, okay, because every time that I hear whether it's a fat finger or erroneous trade, it's like, you know what, someone traded that thing, and no one ever knows. It's the bottom line. You don't know. It's like, okay, you don't know what happens. But what seems to happen is that when there are fast moves inside the marketplace, you always have something like that seems to happen. It's like, okay, does that happen by mistake, on purpose?
I agree. Yep.
All of the above. Some of the higher volume stocks in this market out here today, you have Advanced Micro is up 14 cents. Twitter's down 27. You get Ford up 8. Nvidia's down $1.70. Facebook is down 16 cents. No big deal there. If we go over and we take a look at, just curious of what Amazon's doing here, because if they're going to take this thing south, so Amazon's down $5. There's no big deal there. It's pretty early, to have a failure across the markets this early.
I agree.
Yeah. And good old King Dollar. King Dollar just, and it just doesn't want to move higher. Would you have you below Friday's lows? It's like, okay, you're gonna go after the high of the low last week was 96,810, and we're at 96,825. We hit 96,810, so it's like it's gonna go after that low. It's gonna be
sure. Yeah, look at that.
No, man, it's like and we kind of speculate. Well, I definitely speculated on as to why. What has happened, folks, is that our banking structure in the U.S., because of a regulatory rule that looks like it's going to get passed because it doesn't have to go through Congress, is going to free up a huge amount of money that the banks can actually, lend, so there's going to be more dollars going out there lending. That'll get leveraged up. The bottom line, the market, you can tell by looking at the bond market that the world is awash in U.S. dollars already. It's like,
Yeah.
Listen to this, Tom, right? This is, we talk about interest rates a lot, right, folks? This is how wild this is. Okay, our 10-year is at 2.12 this morning. If we go to Italy, it's at 1.89, okay? Now, Italy this morning, folks, okay, had to bail out 2 banks, okay? They've been, and what they did is that these are, big banks, and what they did is that they separated the assets in the banks. They had good assets and bad assets, and this is really a trip. And what they did is that they gave the good assets to a bank that is alive, and then they gave the bad assets to the public, and the public's bailing them out.
Okay.
Okay, number one, that's amazing, but we do the same thing in the United States because realistically, it seems like the taxpayers always get stuck with it, okay? Because they're trying to keep the cash going into the banking system. My point more than anything, though, is that, okay, that would be a crisis, right? I mean, people wake up in the morning, they had to bail them out. Brussels really did it. Brussels says, that's it. We can't have these people wake up this morning worried about their money in the bank, right? But that means you can see that why is our interest rate higher than Italy's? It makes 0 sense. But guess what? It is. So,
sure.
So I guess the point is that there's more room to run to the downside, which we've been talking about, but it's hard to comprehend, but that's where it looks like it's going.
Yeah, I mean, at some point, though, when we were bailing out banks, sometimes it's a liquidity crisis, right? And so it's something where a run on the banks is what really needs to be prevented. So just by having the government come in and secure that money where you don't, and that doesn't necessarily then reflect on the value of that country's debt to separate the two.
Yeah, that's right.
In terms of
there's no doubt. There's no doubt. But it's
because our debt, just when you think about when we were bailing out, the likes of America, whatever, what did that share price fall to? The single digits, regardless. Our debt as America.
That's right. No, it actually went. It went
all
lower.
but certain to separate the two. So just to keep that in mind. Yeah.
Right now we have the Dow Industrials up 17. Nasdaq is down 7. S&Ps are up 3. Stay right there, folks. We come right back. And of course, we have coming up. Think a swim. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. Be back this afternoon. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Trading is different than investing, but the opportunity to take advantage of short-term trends is only one if you get the direction right. Direction leveraged and inverse ETFs offer bold trades on U.S. and international stocks and bonds. Direction leveraged ETFs. An investor should carefully consider a fund's investment objective, risks, charges, and expenses before investing. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, call 866-476-7523 or visit directioninvestments.com. A fund's prospectus and summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has put together the finest live programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 9 hours a day starting at 8 a.m. as John Logan kicks us off each trading day with the Global Market Pulse. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Mondays and Fridays, catch live trading on the Nadex platform with host Tom and Tommy O'Brien, along with Daryl Martin on the Bull Bear Binary Option Hour. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN, educating investors. Catch Basil Chapman as he uses his Chapman Wave methodology to call the markets. The Tiger Technicians Hour, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, folks. The Dow Industrials right now are up 20. You get the Nasdaq down 7. S&Ps are off 3.5. We have gold down 11.50. You get the silver market down 10 cents. And it's going to get intriguing here, folks, of course, is that if you take a look at this silver, so we've needed silver to catch a bid in order for gold to basically get some juice going. And this morning, so silver didn't retest the lows of 4 o'clock this morning. But what you have is that, silver looks like it wants to catch a bid. So these next couple of days out here are going to be crucial. Silver got under the swing point of last week, which is 1631. You're at 1654. And bottom line is that we'll see whether that can catch a bid in order to keep this gold above this 1240 area.
Sure, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So...
Hey, so let's talk about real quick, being home on mornings, and one of the things that I was taking care of is Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 weekly report that comes out. So he's got his webinar coming up Wednesday night, 6 till M for his subscribers, and you can sign up right on the front page. And I was even going to give a quick glimpse of his weekly report, but my camera's not completely. But guess what, you should go sign up so you can get the whole report either way. But he talks about 4 different parts of what's going on this week. He talks about crude oil, he talks about euro, he talks about, of course, precious metals, he talks about treasury bonds and treasury notes, and then he's got about 15-20 charts in there, the weekly action and what he's looking for. It's a great report. People should try it out, get a month of it, get into his webinar Wednesday night. Perfect time.
And the way you do that, folks, just come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right on the front page. And even with Larry Pesavento, you hit that banner. As Tommy just said, bottom line is that it's going to be this Wednesday, 6 to 8 o'clock at night, 2 full hours. Great webinar. You can also, bottom line, get his newsletter for 1 month. It's only $97 to get both of those. So great value, folks. And
today's a perfect day to do it. Report, the weekly one, you're getting charts, you're getting videos all week, but one weekly report is published that kind of combines what happened last week, what to look forward to this, what Larry might be, sending out charts and videos, what he's looking for. That gets published either Sunday night or Monday morning, and it just came out a few hours ago, so get in there.
Perfect. And if we go back over to that, the gold trade, so it's going to get interesting here watching, this whole gold thing shake out, folks, because I get 5 contracts left. If it stays at the 1245.60, I'm in good shape. So
good. We've gotten a little bit of a rise since you got up 50.
Yeah,
and I saw right after you got out. Actually, I was just gonna say it dropped a little bit, almost 60 cents, right after you took some profits, which was nice. So there'll be some volatility for sure, and hopefully the upside with 5 contracts still live.
Right. And the difference, what you absolutely want to do when you get something like that, okay, is that you want to take bread off the table. Because I can tell you, folks, $4 is nothing in the gold market, and they can take it south in 2 seconds. If we talk about
especially when you're making trades that are out of the money, that's all. You know, where you are out of the money, you're going to lose all of that investment, a decent portion of the time. So be aware that, you know, when you have the opportunity to lock in profits with locking in, that's an important part of making those, you know, low probability trades. They're low because, you know, you're out of the money. At least half of the time you're going to lose that entire investment.
That's right. That's right. And sometimes it seems like more than that.
It is.
Yeah.
That's why I say, you know, it's at 12:47. You needed to close over at 12:37 when you made that trade. Good trade.
Yeah. You stay right there, folks. And man, Mr. Basil Chapman's coming up next. And of course, then we're going to swim lessons. Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back. Have a great one, folks. Have a safe one. Thanks, Tommy. Forget him, folks.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
This is TFNN.